All right, day one of your senior year at Lee Summit High School. We are starting virtual, so welcome to my class. I am Mrs. Malak, and this is IB Biology. So here's kind of what I'm going to talk about in this video today. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, some of our virtual expectations. I'm going to also touch on grading and late work policies. I'll make sure you have my contact information. I will give you a brief tour of our Schoology classroom, and then I will just give you an overview of your first assignment. All right, so I am Rachel Malak, Mrs. Malak to you. A little bit about myself. I'm originally from California, Southern California, and I graduated from Loyola Marymount University with my Bachelor's of Science in Environmental Science. So that's what that lion is over there in the bottom left-hand corner. And then I moved out to Omaha, Nebraska, and I got my Master's of Education at Creighton University. A little bit about my personal life. I am married to that gentleman in the photo there. That's Kevin Malak. He is a doctor at Children's Mercy Hospital, so he's a pediatrician. And that cutie little boy in the picture and in the tub picture is my son, Oliver. He is 1 year old. Some of my hobbies, and you'll learn more about me as we move through these first weeks of school and do some intro activities, but one of my favorite things to do is read. So I love fantasy and science fiction books. I've read a lot of them this summer, and while reading, I also drank a lot of coffee. So you'll see that I also love coffee and chocolate. All right, so IB Biology. We are covering plants, ecology, evolution, and human and animal physiology. We, of course, have an IB exam at the end of the year, and we have an internal assessment. We are going to talk more about those later in the school year because I have officially pushed the IA to second semester. The International Baccalaureate Organization, IBO, is constantly changing what kind of the expectations are for the school year. So I'm pushing it back just in case they make some changes so we don't have to do more work than necessary. So the IB exam, we'll talk more in detail at a later date. All right, virtual learning expectations. So as is the case with probably most of your classes, we're going to be learning in a variety of formats. We will have synchronous and asynchronous sessions. So sometimes we'll meet via Google Meet, and sometimes you'll just complete work that's assigned to you through Schoology. The agenda for each week is going to be posted on Monday for that week by 8 a.m., and that'll always be in Schoology. And also you should plan on meeting via Google Meet on Mondays and Thursdays at the start of class. Sometimes that meeting is going to be like a 5-minute check-in, just make sure that we're all there. It'll count for attendance sort of thing. Other times we'll be reviewing a topic or going into greater detail about sort of an activity that you're going to do that day. So it'll vary a whole lot. Google Meet etiquette. So hopefully by now you know most of this since we had all those Google meetings and Schoology conferences back in the spring, but this slide is just kind of a quick overview of Google Meet etiquette. So let me just kind of walk through these. 1, mute yourself when you're not speaking. 2, be on time. Especially when we have shorter meetings, it's going to be crucial that you show up right at the start of class. 3, ensure your technology works correctly. So you should check ahead of class start time to make sure everything's working correctly. 4, use technology to fully engage remote participants. 5, choose the proper software and hardware. You don't really have to worry about 4 and 5. That's more on my end. 6, wear appropriate clothing. So please make sure you are fully dressed. I had multiple teachers tell me stories about half undressed students trying to Google Meet. So please don't do that to me. I don't know you well enough for that. Thank you. 7, frame the camera correctly. You'll notice if you look in the bottom right-hand corner of this video, the webcam where I am, hi, here I am, it's framed correctly. You can see my head and you can see my upper body. So I'm not doing any of this action where you can't actually see my face. We don't have any of the eyes only look. That's not going to work. So you're going to want to make sure you're framed correctly. Have the right light. You'll notice I've got good lighting so you can actually see me. Look into the camera. So obviously, as I'm going through the slides, sometimes you can see I'm looking away, but otherwise you're looking right into that camera when we're talking. That's how we make eye contact virtually. And then pay attention. I'm not going to make you stay for a whole 50-minute session in our Google Meet. So when we are there, it will be important. So please make sure you're listening. Virtual learning expectations continuing here. Communication is going to be done pretty much through Schoology and Gmail. So my expectation is that you are checking both daily. Supplies needed, you just need your biology textbook, which if you didn't have one from last year, I should have sent one in your little student pickup bag that you're getting today or tomorrow. If you somehow do not have one by the end of the week, you should shoot me an email so we can make sure you get a copy. You will need your Chromebook, of course. And optional, but very helpful, would be a stylus. We will have some assessment questions that include drawing and labeling directly onto your Chromebook. So a stylus is helpful, but not required in order to complete the task. This schedule is kind of what we're doing while we're virtual learning. It is on the Lee Summit High School website, so I'm not going to spend too much time here, but just know that the schedule Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday is the same. Wednesday is kind of its own thing, so take a look at that on the website when you get a chance. The grade breakdown is as follows. First semester, 50% of your grade is going to be assessments. 30% is labs and activities. That will be virtual labs and virtual activities to begin with. And then 10% is going to be homework or any other assignments. And then 10% is the final exam. Notice that second semester, the breakdown's a little bit different, and that is just because we are including the internal assessment in that breakdown. So assignments that are done in Schoology, which is all assignments right now, are going to always be due at 11:59 p.m. I just want it to be really consistent, so expect 11:59 p.m. due dates. And I actually put the assignment due date in Schoology, so it should show up in your Schoology calendar as well. Late work. There's a 10% reduction for each day late. Now, if you have internet connection issues, just communicate with me and we can talk about an extension. I'm not going to punish you because your internet connection wasn't super good one day or isn't super good ever. Just make sure you're talking to me about that. Contact information. So obviously I became a teacher because you get paid really well. No, obviously I became a teacher because I'm really passionate about teaching. I really love working with teenagers and I love talking about science all day. It's a great gig, which means I'm here to help you. So if you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. There's my email. That's the school phone number with my specific extension if you want to do that. And my virtual office hours are listed at the bottom of the slide there. So while you're looking at that, I'm going to kind of transfer us over to Schoology so we can start doing our Schoology tour. Okay, so what you are looking at here will look a little bit different on your own screen. Unfortunately, I'm not able to view my course as a student until today, until September 8th, and I'm recording this right now, which is not September 8th. I'm recording it ahead of time. So just know that all of the fixins are going to be here for you. It just might look a little bit different than mine. So at the top here, you will see we are in IB Biology, HL12, and you'll notice that there are these buttons here. So these buttons are pretty cool. When you click on them, they're actually going to take you to the thing that is linked. So when we have our mandatory Google Meet meetings on Mondays and Thursdays at the start of class, all you have to do is go to the Schoology page and click where it says click here to join, and it will actually just take you directly to our Schoology Google Meet link. And this is going to be how we Google Meet each week. Next one. Click here for the daily agenda. So I have started mapping this out already. So once you watch this video, you'll be able to kind of see the schedule. But this is our Unit 1 schedule. It also includes our beginning of the course activities as well. So you can kind of see what we're going to be doing today. Includes this video, includes an activity. So let's go ahead and back out here and move to the next thing. The last three buttons here are just buttons for the units for first semester, basically. So plant biology is what we're going to be doing first after a little statistics mini unit. So that's kind of just the general overview. Something else you're going to want to do when you are looking at your Schoology classroom is you're going to want to go to your notification settings, and you're going to want to go ahead and select when a course update is posted that you want to get notified, and this will just email you. You can choose any of these other things as well. I would really recommend the course update. I think it's helpful to get the course comments for specific things, not always everything, but you choose. But I would say definitely do the course update notification via email. Okay, let's see, looking at my little checklist here, what else do I need to talk about? While we are on Schoology, there are some attendance expectations I want to cover. So if you'll kind of scroll down here, you'll notice there's this folder here that says daily attendance. So let's go ahead and click there. And in here, you are going to find two things. And those two things need to be done every day. So the first thing is the student daily check-in form. This is basically just a form that is sort of making up for the fact that I'm not seeing you face to face. Because if I was seeing you face to face, we would do little check-ins. You know, as you walk into my classroom, I would say, hey, Joey, how are you doing today? Like, what's going on? How was your weekend? I don't get to do that when we're virtual. So this form kind of takes the place of that. So you'll just fill out the form and answer these couple of questions real quick every day, just so I kind of know how you're doing that day. The other thing you're going to do in this folder is you're going to do the attendance question. So you'll notice, and for you, you'll only see one at a time. You don't have to remember what day it is. You'll only see the actual day. It's only available for that given day. But say it's day 1 here. So you're going to go into the attendance folder after you do your daily check-in form. You're going to click on Tuesday, and it's going to look actually like an assessment for you. So I'll go to preview real quick. So you'll see this, and you'll just answer this one question. Would you rather? Super easy. You'll answer it, and then that's your attendance for my class. So you will do an attendance question every day. And again, they won't be visible to you until the actual day. So you can't just say, oh, I'm going to just do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and just say I was here for the whole week on a Tuesday. It won't work like that. So it'll be a little less convoluted. So that's kind of our daily attendance expectation. Going back to our home page here. You'll also notice that for the start of the year, the first couple of assignments that we're doing are all going to be in Unit 0 here. So this is just going to be like the course information is in here. There's the getting to know you form you have later this week is in here. And then, of course, your first activity, which is for today, is going to be this Who Are You assignment. So let's go ahead and click on that. All right, so this is your first assignment, your first way to get points in this class. So you're going to make a media post showing you pictures of yourself, what you love to do, and anything else people should know about you. So the big thing here is that you're just including lots of pictures that kind of define you, and there should be no words, only pictures. What I would recommend you do is create the image in Google Draw, and then you can actually download it, so then you can actually upload it to the album. So you'll be able to, once you download it, you'll be able to actually click Add Media, and it will let you drag it over. I'm actually going to show you how to do that real quick. So pretend this is my Who Are You activity. I clearly did not do a very good job because I don't have pictures of me. I would be failing, but that's okay. So File, Download. And I like to download as a PNG just in case you don't want the weird like picture-y background. So PNG, it will download. You can see it's down here. And then when you click Add Media, you'll actually just be able to drag it into the assignment and then just click Add Media. So super easy. That is your first assignment for me. I'm going to go back to my main slide and make sure I didn't miss anything in my big overview here. Yeah, so it looks good. I'm really excited to start this year with you guys. I'm really sorry that we're not getting to meet face to face, but I think it's still going to be an awesome year. And just let me know if you need anything. Yeah, have a wonderful, wonderful first day of your senior year.